Hi everyone, Michelle Taylor, licensed professional clinical counselor, here for your therapy tip today. And what I would like to talk to you today about is the concept of ODAAT, which is one day at a time. It comes from the 12-step program. It is a wonderful, wonderful way to get rid of bad habits and set goals and complete your goals. I wish that they would teach this more often in lower level school so that kids could know how to break their habits and just take it one step at a time. But we learn as we go. So here we go. ODAAT is the acronym for one day at a time. It's used in the 12-step program for people who are using substances to be able to quit or just, not drink that day. And that's really what the concept is. When people go and get sober, the goal is not just to stay sober your whole life, but to stay sober for that day or even sometimes that second or that minute. You can make it as small as you want. But ODAAT is the concept, and it is written on all of the walls at all the AA meetings and the NA meetings. Any A meeting is probably what has ODAAT. So if you're not familiar with the ODAAT concept, it generally breaks things down for goal setting into small increments. It would be very, very hard for an addict to say that they will be sober for the rest of their lives. It is impossible almost. But can they take it one day at a time? Yes. That is a little bit more of a goal that is attainable. And if you've ever studied anything about setting goals, there is an acronym called SMART, which is basically I forgot what it is about. But measurable, attainable, what's the S? I forget. I don't remember. Anyways, I'll have to look that up. That's so silly of me to make this video and not know. But anyways, make sure that you have goals that are attainable, that are measurable, that you can, track, and it's time-oriented, that is not going to be something that is so out of reach that you give up after you break it. And I'll go over another goal-setting device called WHOOP, which is one of my favorite concepts to set goals and plan for your obstacles. But for now, let's just talk about ODAAT. So let's say that you are on a diet, for example. This is another thing for Overeaters Anonymous. You can use ODAAT for that, where basically you set a goal, okay, I'm going to cut out some carbs, or you're going to eat less cookies or something like that. This was a really good concept for me because I needed to change my diet significantly and not eat sugar, dairy, or gluten. And that's a lot of good things that I love to eat. Basically all of a chocolate chip cookie, which is my favorite food ever. So giving up chocolate chip cookies for me was really, really difficult. But with the concept of ODAAT, I just asked myself, today can I go without a chocolate cookie? And for really competitive people, especially for myself, I'm very competitive. And when I tell myself something and I challenge myself to do something for a short period of time, I generally will want to complete that challenge. So for one day, I say, can you go today without a chocolate chip cookie? And tomorrow you can have as many chocolate chip cookies as you want. And I could go a long time without chocolate chip cookies if I haven't had a chocolate chip cookie in 6 months, which is amazing for me to think about. But if I were to think about, can I go another 6 months without a chocolate chip cookie? No, there's no way I could look at it like that. But can I go today without a chocolate chip cookie? Yeah, absolutely. I could replace something else today, and then tomorrow is tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll wake up and do the exact same thing. I'll tell myself, can I go today without a chocolate chip cookie? And you continually do that. And when those urges come up for whatever you're trying to get rid of, whatever bad habit, this could be biting nails, it could be getting on your phone, it could be substances, maybe being mean to somebody or somebody you don't like. Could you go one day without doing that? Or if you have to reduce that time, you could even do it in increments of 5 minutes. Can you go 5 minutes without checking your phone? And once you get there, you say it again. You say, can I go another 5 minutes without checking my phone? And you're generally going to get over the urge. You just have to make it through that moment where you're feeling the urge to do it. And, you could go take a walk for that 5 minutes or go talk to somebody for that 5 minutes. This is why ODAAT concept in the 12-step program is so powerful, because while you're getting through that day, You can contact sponsors. You can get help by going to meetings. There's a lot of great support out there for people who are trying to quit something. But again, you do not want to set goals that are long term. You want to set goals that are short term and attainable so that you can be proud of yourself once you reach that, and then you constantly revamp your goals. So if I want to stop eating chocolate chip cookies, then I have to tell myself, today, can I not have a chocolate chip cookie? And that's how you get through 6 months of not eating a chocolate chip cookie. So if you want to try this with something that you want to get rid of. Don't do too many at one time, but really pick something that is really bugging you lately, and see if you can do this concept ODAAT. One time I went on the treadmill and I used the concept of ODAAT. I hate running. It is the worst. But I got on a treadmill and I was running for about 3 minutes, which is about the time when I start having the little gremlins come in my mind saying, you can't do this, don't go anymore, you should start walking. When that happens, I tell myself, can you go 1 more minute or even 30 more seconds? Can you go 10 more seconds on the treadmill? And I say in my mind, of course I can do that. And then I get to that 30-second mark and I say it again. And, it takes practice and it takes some courage and willpower, but you can make it a lot longer using the ODAAT concept when you are telling yourself, you can do this for another certain amount of time. And once you get to that certain amount of time, you can do whatever you want, but let's just get to that point. So use it very creatively in your own life to reduce bad behaviors or to stop yourself from doing some vices that you are not necessarily proud of. And let me know how it goes. Thanks, and come back for more therapy tips and subscribe.